Cult Altar to buy that extra bit of time, while Orange Esports looks to scale, slow down these fights, and then re-engage with a bigger punch. It's time to be jumping in to the Land of Dawn for the deciding match.
This is gonna be an exciting one to watch out for here, as it is the final game of Week 2 Day number 2. So keep your eyes peeled, everyone. You're not gonna want to miss a single moment. To start things off, I feel like I have to highlight just how uncommon it is to see a Diggy and an Akai on the same team.
Yeah, you don't get to see that very often here, but hey, after the patches, after the tank patches, I mean, anything is possible. Tanks in the jungle, that was just the beginning.
And AIM has Impure Rage on this Diggy. He is gonna be spamming the auto alarm bombs. We mentioned Diggy, not really a solid source of magic DPS. AIM says no. He is.
He is. He will be, and he must be. I want to see what his build is going to be by the end of this match, so let's keep an eye out on that. For now, it's all about that mid control, but more importantly, AIM is switching between mid control and running down bottom side to make sure that Zed is not going to have a comfortable time here, as AIM will look to harass. However, Sino is moving into enemy territory, as well as Farmis, making sure that the Akai is always going to be checked.
We know that since Stormy is playing on the Sicilian, he's definitely going to be losing out on mid control as compared to a Grok and a Ferris Mist, which means that it's much easier for Team CARACAL to invade the enemy jungle. Luckily, Subway is on an Akai, so he's not usually at risk of being chased out of his own jungle.
For now, let's see when level 4 comes by for Orange Esports, whether they want to make a move, because I don't think this is going to be a very eventful early game, unless, however, bottom side Farmis and Grok are starting to walk up here. AIM might be in some trouble. Does he have Flicker? Oh boy, he already used it. AIM should be giving that first blood over, and nicely from Team CARACAL, they pass it straight to Zed.
That was perfect timing as well. Right before AIM hit that level 4, Time Journey could have gotten him out of there. And now we can see Rash even cutting out the lane. He wants to secure top lane advantage, make sure that Neo can't roam over to disrupt this turtle being taken by Ken.
Oh, Rash taking way too much damage over there. Stormy just building up those stacks. He's running out of mana. Falling Star Moon already come down, but unfortunately for Neo, doesn't secure the kill. Call Altar is going to keep them alive. Subway tries, but it's going to be Julian who takes it away, and Subway gives his life for the cult.
That was a huge mistake from Subway, and now Neo is in danger. Another 3-man Sanguine Claws might actually be enough to allow the Esmeralda to walk away, so well played to Stormy there. But usually the heavy spin is enough to guarantee any turtle, but Subway actually missed his retribution. He used it just a bit too early, allowing Ken to secure that for Team CARACAL.
Yeah, that's a little bit awkward there, but let's have a look at the sub-emblems to see if anything is out of the order. Yeah, he does it again. Like Stormy, he doesn't completely max out the movement speed and does want to go for a little bit of that magic percentile.
I guess he's just confident in his positioning enough that a little bit of damage in exchange for movement speed is always going to be worth it in his eyes. Sometimes these sub-emblems do come down very much to personal preference, because it really doesn't make that much of an impact on a grand scale. Right now, though, Team CARACAL do have the lead, 1k net worth lead, so that's a pretty comfortable start for them.
Well, yep, it is a pretty comfortable start for now. We've seen CARACAL take control of the early game and then slowly get hit by that rebuttal from Orange Esports time and time again. Valens playing this matchup pretty well here, but they're still dead even. But with the extra external factors, Team CARACAL are going to force Valens back under his turret.
There's a lot of players in this bottom lane right now. Time reversal onto Sino, but here comes Bad Boy, gonna be pulling them back with the Shadow Stampede. A lot of damage onto Subway, but Time Journey makes sure he's alive, forces out the heavy spin as well. That's pretty satisfactory from Team CARACAL.
It was a little bit late from AIM, but he wanted to ensure that Subway is going to live there as they look to try and get the plating here. They find it! Grok able to get the kill off of his barrier. He quickly flickers away so he doesn't die to Cecilia, but the Call Altar is going to ensure that everybody stays nice and healthy.
That was well played by Bad Boy, though. Jumping in with the Flicker, Shadow Stampede, the pull Valens back into range. I just can't believe that Sino got the kill with his wall projectile out of all the damage coming out there. Subway, he wants this turtle, and it goes to it goes to CARACAL again. Orange now want to re-engage. They're looking for a wild charge onto Subway. They're buying a lot of time back there, but Rash already picking up aim in the back line. Neo by himself. He does actually pick off Zed, so that's already going to be worth it. And he's actually doing a lot of damage here, but gets caught out by the chain, securing the kill for CARACAL.
Oh, it's smart. He threw the chain, but he also threw the side to ensure that he has to walk through it to ensure that guaranteed damage onto Neo. A nice play coming out of Ken so far. And now he's going to go back to his purple buff, and bottom side still going to be okay. Gold ranking in favor of Team CARACAL as they are 2K ahead.
Yep, Neo is the richest person on Orange Esports right now. Valent's catching up very close as well. Honestly, these gold rankings are really close to each other. And it's all coming down to the fact that Subway is actually really far behind in farm. That's making all the difference.
Yeah, you hate to see it so far. Ken currently at level 8, Subway currently at level 7. He's a level down, and he's a little under-farmed, but he'll eventually catch back up.
Well, hopefully they do so pretty soon. Orange Esports wants to re-secure this. Stormy actually nearly dying there, but now he's threatening Rash. Oh, he gets it! Stormy does it again.
Wow! The move, you can see exactly what Stormy is thinking there. He moves back just in case that the Phantom Slash was coming, guarantees the Phantom Slash wasn't coming, moves forward to close the distance, thinks about whether he's going to use Electo to close the distance again, and then ensures the kill with the Sanguine Claw and Bat Impact. But here comes Bad Boy once again with the Shadow Stampede, pulls back one, but he might be giving up his life. He has to force the call Altar. He's stuck out of position. They lose the tier 1, but at what cost? His life. They find one, but can Orange Esports find a second? Queen's Roar is going to slow them down, but it's too late. A 1-for-1 tower trade.
Trading for the tower there is not the best because Bad Boy is playing in the mid lane. He wants to be able to survive and scale up. Now being threatened by Neo, but I don't think they're going to go for the kill here. We do have to remember, Fairmace does still have the passive that allows him to respawn very quickly. So even though he just died there, he's actually back on the field again.
Yep, it's just maintaining that pressure. Right now, Turtle, this time going to be uncontested, and Ken is not going to steal it. Zeno, unfortunately, has to flicker away as Neo drops down with the falling Star Moon here. And it looks like they're holding on to their own for now. Top side is getting completely under-farmed. And Zeno, he's in so much trouble. He tries to wall charge out of there. He manages to survive as the rest of the team comes running on through. Diggy ends up dying through his ult. Sanguine Claw does not connect on Rash as he dashes away.
I don't know, that kind of felt weird. That kind of felt weird to me from Zeno. He walked in like he was looking for a big engage, and he had like 3 members of Orange Esports against that wall there. He could have wall charged against the wall. Yes, he would have died, but that would have been a huge setup. I don't know, like, was it really necessary to run away there?
Well, I'm not sure, because mainly because AIM already had the time journey popped as they were running by.
That's
so
fair.
You're trying to get that timing down. You might die before you even collide with the wall, so I think it was safe. The fact is, Zeno made it out miraculously still at like 0.1% HP.
Okay, that's true. I did kind of forget about the time journey there for a moment because it is still kind of weird to see both the Akai and the Diggy on one team. But yeah, that does make it difficult for Cena to engage. So you're right. The fact that he got out of that despite everything is still very impressive for this Grok right now. Team CARACAL, they're still in the lead in terms of gold, but not by much. Orange Esports definitely upping the tempo here in the mid game.
Yep, with 32 more seconds on the clock until the Lord spawns. Orange Esports, I'm not entirely sure who is going to win a team fight here. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you.
What I am terrified of is Stormy. He's currently 1-0 and he's been free farming. They're even giving him the purple buff because they know that Stormy is going to make things happen with it. They want to funnel all of their gold into the Sicilian, into this Iratel, because Orange Esports are now playing for that late game where they know they outscale Team CARACAL.
All right, the proxy's coming out from both EXP laners right now, but here's where it's going to get a little dicey. Subway uses his body slam to get a little bit of a shield. The Ghostbuster comes out, and Bad Boy taking a lot of damage. But Rash, he ends up dying to Irathel. It's not good, because now Orange Esports have the green light to collapse down on this Lord. Team CARACAL now in some trouble, looking to turn this fight, but the time journey is going to buy them more than enough time as the Cult Altar trying to protect them. Ooh. It's too late. They've taken all the damage. Neo jumps in, and they've taken them down. Irathel gets the free hit everybody else as Cecilia takes out the back line.
Beautifully played by Orange Esports. Unfortunately, Rash just underestimating the damage out of the Irritel, getting himself caught out means go time for Orange. They wait for the Cult Altar. They plan out the time journey to be used at the very last second. And a very nice falling Star Moon from Neo, catching out 2 people, immediately erasing all of their temporary HP.
Yep, he sent them back into their graves. Bad Boy now picking up that Lightning Truncheon is going to be a huge pick, especially if he gets his hands anywhere close near Valence. A single touch is really going to put him in the red. The question is whether or not he wants to do that, right? Because he still has to play for the team. He cannot afford to lose his Cult Altar so early on in a fight.
It's going to be difficult though. Right now, Orange Esports are actually in a very comfortable spot. They have enough consistent damage that they can break through the temp HP and still get the kill on top of that. And now Rash might be in danger. He gets away with the Electro Final Blow, but he's in their base. And I think he already knows there's not much he can do about this. Mega kill going to Valence. The Lord secured by Subway with the heavy spin. Cult Altar not quite enough. They're now retreating from the Cult Altar, but it's now popping. Xeno dropping real low. Unstoppable going over to Valence. He's going for Bad Boy now, but the Flicker gets the fair miss to safety.
What a quick turnaround for the side of Orange Esports, despite being a distraction, pulling the 2 main damage dealers away from that Lord fight. Somehow, Subway has been sick of it. He is done with Team CARACAL stealing away his neutral objectives.
Yep, looks like he's going to be quite comfortable right now. He already has the Radiant Armor and the Blade Armor, so covers all the bases from magic and physical damage. Valence already 3 items completed. Zed, only 2 so far.
Yep. Oh boy, this is looking real tight here. It's anybody's game so far. The Lord is going to swing into the favor of Orange Esports. They're going to increase their goal lead, and ideally, they're able to break open mid.
Yeah, this mid lane has been undamaged so far, but they finally lose the tier 1. Top tier 2 falls to the Lord as well. Orange going to clear up the entire mid lane and allow the Lord to distract Team CARACAL. They're actually going to try and go for the top inhibitor now, but the Lord is already dead, and the Pulse clears up the minion wave. So Team CARACAL will survive, but they only have 1 external tower left.
Let's not forget the second wave that decides to come on through. They still managed to protect the bottom tier 1 with the help of Rash, who went ahead of the rest of the team to actually clear that up for himself, as Orange Esports put a lot of their eggs in top as well as mid.
But they are in a comfortable spot. Again, 2.4k net worth lead. 12 minutes in, this actually isn't that big, but considering that Orange Esports has better late game scaling than Team CARACAL, this does mean a lot more. And with the Divine Glaive now on Stormy as well, I am very curious how much damage this Cecilion actually does.
Yeah.
Okay, there's my answer.
Oh, Bad Boy. Almost getting 100-0 there. But now, oh no, Rash once again getting caught out here. Neo is going to chase him down. Wait, Rash is still alive? Does he actually survive this? It looks like he will. He ends up dying to aim so far. And they might be able to pick up Xeno at the same time. With the amount of damage coming out from Stormy, it seems doable, but he walks away.
Ooh, that's just unfortunate. Rash now is having a lot of difficulty. I'm curious about what build he's going on the Benedetta, because compared to a lot of other Benedettas we've seen today, he's not nearly as tanky. So something tells me he's actually gone for a bit of damage.
I mean, the last time we did see Rash build on the Benedetta in game number 2, if I remember correctly, he did opt to go for the Bloodlust Axe into the Hunter Strike. So, and then the rest is going to be tank items. But until that point, well, I don't know. He should have 1 item, 1 defensive item at the very least.
That damage from Valence though. Xeno, half his HP gone in just a couple of shots, and he's supposed to be the main tank for Team CARACAL. They now basically have no way of really initiating in because the Grok is going to die so quickly as well. They have to use the Cult Altar perfectly against Orange Esports to take a big team fight.
Yeah, I think Orange Esports is going to try and coin flip this. Benedetta already cleaned up that top side, is rushing to get into position for this fight, but Orange Esports, they can just back away as they look for the flank. Theo finds it. He's looking for Xeno. He sees him first, jumps on towards Zed side. No Call Altar just yet as they pop Cecilion on Call Altar, now activated. They're trying to get into the middle of the fight. Lecto Final Blow comes through, but it's too late. Valence has done way too much damage, getting a double kill already. Make it a triple, but Stormy takes it for the killing spree.
Well played to Orange, taking out 3 members of Team CARACAL. Bad Boy will be up very soon thanks to the passive of Faramis. So this is going to be a 3v5 defense. Hopefully they'll be able to hold on. They are doing a fair bit of damage with the Ghost Burst. The Subway has to be careful right now. But the Cult Altar is losing a lot of effectiveness. It's very strong against burst damage, but right now with the Sicilian and Irritel, Orange have a lot of consistent DPS.
Yeah, and not to mention the AoE that comes out from the Bat Impact and those explosive arrows. If they're too close together, all of the temp HP gets chunked away, not one by one.
This is a pretty good counter to the Faramis Cult Altar here. I'm quite glad that Orange Esports were able to find a good way to respond to this without relying on an obvious choice like the Atlas. Right now, they've been able to grow their lead to 6k. The next Lord is already up on the map. Interestingly enough, they're not actually like focusing heavily on gaining control over the pit. They might actually want to bait Team CARACAL in.
Yeah, I think they want to take out CARACAL in a straight-on fight. They don't want to coin flip this, and they cannot guarantee that unless Ken dies. So, knowing that Sino is going to face check, they're just going to keep on harassing, keep on trying to take position here. You can see Neo is already in position to rotate down. He's going to leave one siege minion left and go for this flank.
He runs into Bad Boy first. Sino might be out of position here, but Orange aren't going to chase them too far. Instead, now that they've zoned them out, they're going to get started on the Lord straight away. Team CARACAL, they want to respond to this, but it's going to take a while before Rash joins them.
Yep, it's taken too long. They've already taken this Lord. No coin flip being had. Sino trying to wall charge, trying to flickers over the wall. Stormy now with the sprint run and gets hit by the enhanced chains. But the Winter Truncheon keeps Julian alive, but it's too late. Sino is dead. A mega kill onto the Julian as well. They found there too, and now they're looking to end this.
Rash needs to recall very quickly to defend against this, but Orange Esports only has 1 minion away, so Team CARACAL just needs to be able to clear this up. They are, however, 3v5, and instantly Rash dies. The Legendary going over the balance. Cult Altar pops down, but it's instantly taken out. Instantly dropping the Faramis. Zed follows soon. Unstoppable going over to Stormy as Orange Esports cleans up the series 2-1.
And that's what we were expecting to see coming out from OE. A good game coming out from these boys as they bounce back after a devastating loss in game number 1.
Just really well done to them, recognizing that consistent late game damage would be the solution to the Cult Altar. They were able to take advantage of that. And Stormy once again showing us why he is the new master of the mid lane here. Excellently played on that Sicilian. Team CARACAL, a good attempt, but once again, unable to claim their first victory of Season 10.
Truly excellent, I would agree here. This has been a very nice game, but Orange